In Englewood schools, our top priority is keeping our students and staff members safe. We know that the safety and security of our schools is important to you too. That's why we want to make sure you are familiar with our safety and security protocols, equipment, and procedures. First and foremost, we have staff members who are exclusively dedicated to making sure our schools are safe. Heading up security in our district is Mandy Braun, our Director of Safety and Security. Ms. Braun oversees each school's safety procedures and is the first person in the district to respond to a safety and security concern of any kind. Our district also has a school resource officer. Our school resource officer is a specially trained Englewood police officer who is stationed at one of our schools. He is available to respond to incidents that might occur at any school in our district. We also have additional district security monitors who are Englewood security school staff members. They're on duty each day to make sure our students are safe. Each school also has its own emergency response team that is made up of building leaders and other staff members. These teams have all been trained to use the Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA's incident command structure, and in case of emergency, assume roles to help the school immediately manage the situation. These teams practice their roles through hypothetical tabletop exercises, which help them to think through their roles and ensure they will know what to do if an emergency happens. We know that the community also has a great interest and great ideas for ways to keep our kids safe. That's why we have formed a safety and security study group that comprises staff members, parents, and community members. This group will ensure that Englewood Schools stays on the cutting edge of safety in our schools. We are committed to communicating effectively with families and keeping them updated on what is happening in our schools. If an emergency does take place, we will notify families through email, text messages, phone calls, social media, and our Englewood Schools website. To ensure clear communication within our schools, we use the Standard Response Protocol. The Standard Response Protocol is a vocabulary of 4 actions students and staff will perform in case of an emergency. These 4 actions are lock out, lock down, evacuate, or shelter. Each one of our building leaders knows what to say, and each of our staff members and students know what to do when they hear the Standard Response Protocol. Students and staff know what to do because of drills that are conducted on a regular basis. Each school is required to run fire drills, lockdown drills, shelter-in-place drills, and evacuation drills regularly. Our Director of Safety and Security oversees and evaluates school drills to make sure the schools and students are getting the practice they need to be safe in a real emergency. In order to ensure that students are safe, we conduct risk and threat assessments for students who have demonstrated that they may be a risk to themselves or others. These thorough threat assessments allow us to find the right next steps for students who may need additional support or who may be required a follow-up from an outside agency. To provide additional support for our students, we also need additional outside partners. We have close relationships and partnerships with All Health, the Juvenile Assessment Center, Englewood Police Department, and Denver Fire. We know that these outside agencies play a critical role in the safety and well-being of our students. At each school site, all visitors must be buzzed in after a staff member has seen them on an outside camera. Each door at every school is to remain locked in order to ensure visitors must enter through the main entrances, where they will need to present identification and be run through the Raptor Visitor Management System. This system screens visitors against the registered sex offender databases and alerts our staff if a visitor should not be entering our building. Each visitor is then given a temporary badge to wear while inside the building, indicating that he or she has been cleared for entry. All Englewood school employees wear their identification badges so that staff are easily recognizable. Active video cameras at all of our school sites allow us to monitor and review any activity that occurs. We are currently under construction on new schools, and we have kept safety and security in mind during the design and construction process of the schools. Each one will have the latest safety features available, such as an intelligent key system and a secure entry vestibule, which will require visitors to check in and be cleared at a welcome center before they can proceed any further into a school building. In Englewood schools, we are proud of our safety and security practices. The safety of our students, staff members, and schools is our first priority. Working together with parents, community members, and first responders will keep our schools a safe place to learn and work.